That's right, hard hitters. Get a good look at it. The WBO title. Who the fuck left with that motherfucker last week? I'll tell you who. That black ass motherfucker from Nebraska. Terrence Bud Crawford. Welcome to Hard Hitter Hotline. What is his number? 16, I believe. Chuck P. C-Ville's finest in the building, man. Hey, check this out, man. Listen. I told everybody, Sean Porter is durable, but he ain't going to make it past 10. I had a 10th round stoppage. Bud went out there, dropped him not only once, but twice. And if it wasn't for his damn daddy, it would have been a third time. And we'll talk more about that in a little bit. But the first thing I kind of want to talk about is those motherfucking pay-per-view buys, okay? I thought about this. I thought about this for a while. I said, listen, if Bud can get at least maybe 220, 230, that it ain't the best, but that'll look a little better than what the fuck he's been doing since he was with Top Rank. And maybe that can kind of, help him at the fucking negotiation table. When I heard 190,000 at first, I said, I don't think that's going to do it. But then when I heard 135,000, I said, you can forget it. You can forget it. The reason why Bud won't fight Errol, what's going on, Josh? The reason why we won't get this fight, hard hitters, I said it once, I've said it twice, and I'll say it again. One word, ego. The A side, B side, bullshit. Now, don't get me wrong. It ain't bullshit. You do need it. It applies. You got to have it. But I just hate that it's going to play a big factor in this fucking fight. The fight that we need to see. The fight the world needs to see. The fight that could possibly bring boxing back. I don't think we're going to get it. So what's next for Errol and Bud? I don't know what the fuck Errol is going to do. I really don't. He can't fight Ugas because he's in a mandatory tournament. Why are they changing the rules here? You got two fighters who are willing to unify, bring the belts together. But no, the fucking sanctioning body's got to get in the way again. I thought unification, undisputed, trumps bullshit like this. The politics of boxing, exactly, is ruining the fucking sport. Oh, yeah, man. Thanksgiving was good, man. And that's another thing, man. Happy holidays to y'all, man. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I know I ate like a motherfucker and watched plenty of damn good football. Oh, my God. I got to take a brief pause for the cause, y'all. Please excuse me. Because I'm still kind of grieving from this dreadful Ohio State loss. Dreadful. And I don't know if y'all remember, but I said this, man. I said this could be the year Michigan get those motherfuckers. Michigan is running the fuck out of the ball this year. And I didn't think that Ohio State could beat that. They had already looked very fucking vulnerable against the Ducks. The Ducks had already laid the fucking blueprint on them. I had a feeling that Michigan was going to get them this year. But I'm done with that. But it still hurts. It still fucking hurts. Yeah, I know. It took 10 years. Exactly. Hey, Rob, what's happening? But what's next for Bud and Errol? Maybe Errol will fight his mandatory. Whoever the fuck that guy is. Bud, however, is looking like he has his eyes on Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman, who at one point what I thought was just irrelevant. I figured nobody wanted to step in the ring with him. I figured nobody was even thinking about Keith. Hell, Javante Tank Davis just had an interview with Brian Custer and had just said, he's irrelevant. Fuck Keith. But Bud wants that fight. Bud had used to always say, he always said it when he first jumped up to 147. He said Keith Thurman is the man to beat. Keith Thurman doesn't have any belts. Keith Thurman can't really offer him anything. Damn good name on his resume, that's for sure. And that's about it. But he's looking to go in there and spark out Keith Thurman. Then he said, hopefully, Ugas will be done with all this other here bullshit that he's doing. Fight Ugas. And then Errol Spence. He said, but don't get it twisted. If I don't fight Errol, I ain't stressing it because I don't need Errol Spence. But I do want to fight him. But get it clear, I don't need him. I think that's bullshit. I think that motherfucker, he definitely needs Errol. And Errol needs his ass. And we need this fucking fight. Now let's talk about the fight. Bud and Sean. You saw how it ended. You had Kenny Porter stepping up on the apron, throwing in the towel. And then throwing his son under the bus in front of the thousands of people in attendance and the millions watching at home. My son didn't train right. I know my son. I knew this was going to happen. He didn't prepare right. Sean Porter had an interview and he was stating that with all the years he's been with his daddy, this was the very first time he kind of went against the grain. What I don't understand is, out of all those years they've been together, and even Teofimo said this yesterday when he was being interviewed by Akin Barak. Out of all those years you were together, y'all never had the talk? The talk? Possibly, if I did get in a situation like that, would you throw in the towel? Never had that conversation. Teofimo said I had plenty of fucking conversations like that with my dad. And if he threw the towel in on me, and not only throw the towel in on me, but throw my ass under the bus like Kenny did, Sean, he said that shit wouldn't fly with me. But hey, that's neither here or there. You know, that's what they do. They've been together for that. They got a special relationship or whatever. He said, but my father would never do that to me. And if he did, it would be a problem. Errol Spence said, I wouldn't even pay my motherfucking daddy if he did that to me. You had a lot of people. So, you know, a lot of people say, oh, well, you're not the fighter. Or y'all don't understand. You know, motherfucker, you have fighters coming out saying that was bullshit. Kenny didn't want his son to be a meme. If the fight would have continued, oh, you better believe Bud would have finished the job. It would have probably been a devastating knockout. And Kenny didn't want his son to go out like that. Yeah, Josh, I didn't see that happening either. I definitely didn't see that shit happening. I definitely didn't see that happening. But Bud was going to finish the job, man. Sean was, after that second knockdown, and he beating all on the canvas and everything, got a frustration. He knew it. He knew he couldn't fuck with him, man. Check this out. Sean invited Bud on the Porter Ray podcast 2 days later. Bud was on there. And I mean, they kicked it, man. You could tell that they kind of really, let it all hang out. I mean, hey, Sean is retired. Bud is a fucking free agent. He don't have to represent Top Rank and be all politically correct and shit. They just let it out. How rude. That ain't the hotline, damn it. But yeah, Sean had asked Bud between Errol Spence and you. Wait a minute. What did he ask? Wait a minute. Yeah, he was like, yo shots when you hit me, Bud, I kind of felt them a little more than the blows that I have felt from Errol Spence. He said when Errol was hitting me, he said, don't get me wrong, man. I was in a tough, grueling fight with Errol. But none of his shots really phased me. He said for the one, of course, the one where I got clipped. But besides that, he said I never really, Errol really didn't phase me. He said, but Bud, he said, you've been punched by that motherfucker, man. He said, and he kept on touching me. He kept on touching me. Clean. Frustration started building. Bud a bad motherfucker, man. Power in both hands, too. Now, I had said, I had this whole pound for pound shit. I had Usyk at number 1. And I said, if Bud go out there and he stops Sean, just like I knew he would, he even predicted the round and everything, I said, I got to put Bud black ass back up there at number 1. So I got Bud back at number 1 at my pound for pound. And I feel it's deservingly so. Gary Russell did an interview. And he was asked who does he think will win between the two? And he went with Errol Spence. He said Errol bigger, man. He's stronger. He a natural 147 pound. Bud moved up. Bud, a little guy, moved up. Errol built for this shit. Too strong. Now, mind you, Gary Russell and Bud ain't the best of buddies. Last year, I was on this motherfucker talking about how they wanted to beat each other's ass, but that fight didn't happen. But Gary said, trust me when I say this. I know I don't fuck with the motherfucker like that, but I'm being honest here. I truly think Errol would get him just because he's the bigger guy, stronger. I would love to see the fight. But y'all heard what the fuck I just said. I just don't see it happening. But we got some fights tonight. We got a damn good fight tonight. Volks UK, salute from the UK. Much love to the UK, man. Y'all are the best motherfucking boxing fans on the planet. I really wish that the fans here in the States could be like y'all. We get 1 or 2 losses in this bitch, you're done. Look at fighters like Derek Chisora over there. How many losses? 10, 15, 20? Just joking. But you love Chisora because Chisora puts on a fucking show. And I can't wait for the Joseph Parker part 2, by the way. Salute to the UK. Brandon Figueroa, Cool Boy Steph, Stephen Fulton tonight. And what is truly a 50-50 fight. Truly a 50-50 fight. This is a coin flipper. I don't know who the fuck's going to win this fight. I guess what's up, cool man? I guess you kind of got to, if we're thinking logically here, I guess you kind of got to go with the bigger guy, right? You probably got to go with Brandon Figueroa. I want Cool Boy Steph to win, but I don't think he got enough pop behind his shot. Brandon Figueroa too big, man. Power in both hands. But Cool Boy Steph, he's slick with it, but he don't have no fucking power. And that's going to be the Achilles heel. The bigger man going to wear him down, man. I got Brandon Figueroa winning that fight, man. I hate to say it, I fuck with Cool Boy Steph. I do, man. I like him a lot, man. I like the swag and everything, the confidence, the skill set. But I just think he's too small, bro. I think he's too small for Brandon Figueroa, and I don't think he got the pop. Votes, I want to say when they walk out over there, it'll probably be close to 4:00 over there. Close to 4:00. You know how long it takes for these motherfuckers to fight. You can have a fight that's done, man. And you can say, all right, bring them on. Oh no. You got to watch those fucking video packages and promos until these motherfuckers get ready to come out. They going to drag the show along. You might not see that fight about 4:00 in the morning over there. Please try to stay up, folks, because that's the fight to watch, man. We also have Kambosos and Teofimo Lopez tonight, in which I believe will be a fucking 4-round fight. I think it's going to be a fucking 4-round fight. I got Teofimo Lopez blasting Kambosos' ass out of here. But the thing is, though, now listen to this, hard hitters. Teofimo Lopez just came out and said that he's injured heading into this fight. But he also claimed that he was injured when he went up against Limichenko. And yes, I call him Limichenko because he was fucking limited in the fight with a fucked up shoulder. The irony is I picked Teofimo to win, though. But if he rematched Lomachenko, I would pick Lomachenko. That 8th to the 11th round showed me something. Dangerous thing to do against a fighter like Teo. Exactly, folks. Kambosos, yep, he's going to fight off of emotion. Exactly, man. He's going to come forward. He's going to keep on coming forward. He's going to think he's the bigger, better guy. He's going to open up and he's going to get fucking clipped early. What else we got planned tonight? Oh my God. I don't know if anybody saw this, let alone interested in it, but I got to talk about this shit just for a second. We also have some more action tonight. Triad Combat, brought to you by Triller. They have some kind of fucking Survivor Series style type of fights tonight where you got team boxing going up against team MMA. And the main event is going to be Pulev, the one who just got knocked out by Votes' beloved Joshua. He will be in action against Frank Mir, MMA legend. Shannon Briggs will be the hype man and in the corner of Pulev. And then you're going to have Rampage Jackson, the hype man, and in the corner of the MMA guys. I just have a question. Who gives a fuck? Will anybody be watching that? I mean, I might take a peep. Because I want to see how this triad shit look. They said it's a whole new type of ring and everything they debuting and some new shit Triller doing. I just probably want to take a peek just to see how it's looking. And then I'm out of there. I'll be out of there. Because I want to check out Kambosos and Teofimo. And I definitely Don't want to miss a second of Brandon Figueroa and Cool Boy Steph. Who's on that fucking undercard? Gary Russell's little brother's on that undercard. Gary Russell, little brother on the undercard. I want to see how he's looking. The other Gary Russell Jr. I want to see how he's looking. And then you got Raymond Ford on the undercard for this Matchroom shit with Teofimo. I'm really hyped on that kid, man. I like that kid, Raymond Ford, bro. I think he got a bright future. So it's gonna be some good fights tonight, man. What else we got? Oh, hold on. Rampage is funny, Shannon. Yeah, man, dude, they've been going at it too, man. Rampage said you too fucking old to be acting the way you act, Shannon. And you know how Shannon is. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. Hey, Shannon is good for boxing, though, man. You need a character like that in this fucking sport. You need some comic relief, damn it. With all the bullshit that we got to go through looking at this shit and the hardship, you got to have some kind of fucking comic relief. And that's definitely what you're going to get from Shannon Briggs. Let's go, champ. What are we going to be doing, though? Let's talk about the Ville for a minute. Y'all know we used to do the KTFO prediction shows and the after party shows, but we do them for big fights. Okay? We do them for big fights. We don't do them for fights like Teofimo and Kambosos. No. I had forgot about the Cool Boy Steph and Brandon Figueroa. I would have covered that. I forgot about that. That's on me. But the next fight we're going to cover, a lot of people, they're going to say, Chuck, that's not a big fight. That's not a big fight. And it's probably not a big fight, but I like this motherfucker. I'm doing King Kong Ortiz and Prince Charles Martin January 1st. That's right. So I can't party too hardy on New Year's Eve because I got to give y'all a fucking prediction show on New Year's Day and an after party show. But after that, I think you're going to like the set of fights we covered. Mr. Cleveland, my right-hand man from the land, he did Brian Castano and Jamel Charlo. Well, I got good news. We're going to get Brian Castano and Jamel Charlo part 2, February 26th. Mr. Cleveland is going to be all over that again. And then I don't know what the fuck's going on after that. You know, hopefully we can get some announcements here of some good fights. Bud wants Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman wants Bud, but Keith Thurman wants to wait 8 fucking months. Okay, Bud, like, motherfucker, why we got to wait that long? Why the fuck we got to wait that long? But you got to watch it with Keith because 8 months in Keith years, it can mean 8 years. And Keith time for the one time, that 8 months could be 8 years. So I don't even know if we're going to get that fight. But you know what? Keith's not trying to protect anything. He don't have any belts. He already lost to Manny Pacquiao. He'll fight Bud. But I think he's going to take a tune-up first. I hope to God he looks good in his tune-up and not like the last tune-up he had against Jose Cito Lopez, who damn near killed his ass in the 7th round of that fight. I should have known, man. I should have known when I saw that. I should have went with Pac-Man in that fucking fight. But no, I went with Keith. I said Keith was a little rusty. He had a lot of time off. You know, he worked the kinks off. He gonna go in there and beat Pac-Man's old ass. But I was wrong. Pac-Man went in that motherfucker and took his ass to school. Hopefully Keith Thurman won't have an outing like that in his next fight with his next tune-up, Tomato Can Man. No disrespect to Jose Cito Lopez. Jose Cito Lopez can fight. He can. But it's levels to this shit. Keith Thurman should have got him out of there. Agreed. Boxing has become toxic online with the majority of channels, UK and USA. Exactly. That's a fact, folks. That's a fact. Hey, yeah, Josh, take a peek at that. That's why I said I just want to see how that triad shit look, Josh. You know what I'm saying? Vosh, you can say that about a lot of sports. Agree? Hey, yeah, that's just the facts. It's fucked up, man. But those are the facts. What else we got going on here? That's it. That's it. Is there anything I missed? Oh, Jake Paul and Tommy Fury. Hey, Vosh, you will appreciate this. And it's funny how I guess I'm saving this for last. They had their press conference. All right. You got Jake Paul in Puerto Rico sipping on pina coladas in the pool, acting like a goddamn fool. And then you got Tommy Fury. He up there with his dad, Big John. And then he got the man at the end, Tyson Fury. And I mean, they talking more shit than a little bit. Tyson Fury said, man, I'm waiting for you to show me something, man. I'm waiting for you to show me something, Jakey. Jake said, well, motherfucker, I'm waiting for you to show me how much you made on your last couple of fights. So I can show you how much I made on my last couple of fights. I'm making way more motherfucking money than you, and you the heavyweight champion of the motherfucking world. Tommy Fury said, oh, don't you worry about all of that. You just worry about how I'm going to smash you when we go toe to toe. I don't know, y'all. At first, I was like, fuck this fight. But I'm getting more and more intrigued by it. I really am. Will Jake be able to go in there and knock out Tommy Fury? He said if he wins, he has to change his name to Timmy Fumbles. And on top of that, the Furies might disown his ass if he loses to Jake. So a lot on the line here. The family name, all types of shit. They got me hook, line, and sinker, man. What we got? I knew Paul and Fury would come up. Well, bro, I mean, right after he fought Woodley, you know, and people was wondering who he was going to fight. I said, that's who he's going to fight next. He's on the undercard. That's how the PBC do it, man. Bro, I was just looking at Tank Davis versus Leo Santa Cruz. I didn't know. I swear to God, I knew one of them was on the undercard, but I did not know that both Isan Cruz and Mario Barrios was on that fucking undercard. I did not know. I thought it was one of them, and then the other one was on another undercard. Both of those boys was on that same card. And what a hell of a card that was, man. Nothing but knockouts. Isan Cruz knocked the victim out. Mario Barrios had knocked the victim out. And the Rougarou, Regis Prograis had knocked the motherfucker out. And my God, they definitely saved the best for last, didn't they? They definitely saved the best for last. With Tank Davis and that left uppercut that damn near decapitated poor little Leo. Without smiling, though. I love Leo. I learned from Willie not to take the pause fight seriously. Clarissa Shields said this motherfucker doesn't have any knockout. He has a no knockout clause in all his fights. You know, I don't know. So some fishy shit going on there, but that's neither here or there. I'm pretty sure that's something else that we'll have to unravel and unpack probably later on next year. Hey, but yeah, check this out, man. I'm about to head up out of here, man. About to get ready for these fights. and probably continue to mourn a little more. Probably continue to mourn a little more over that Ohio State loss, man. You know that's really fucking with me. It is. But until next week, if you're catching this archive, follow me on Twitter at ChuckP216 to stay ahead of the game, man. You already know how we do it, man. Carl's Corner is out now. If you haven't checked that out, check that out. We just released that yesterday. Um, Ward Kovalev won. Classic. Good fight. Mr. Cleveland reviewing the fight. Letting you know what he saw from his end, things that he noticed about the fight. Good fight, man. Check it out if you haven't checked it out. And be on the lookout for the season finale. You can catch the season finale that we got planned at the end of that video. So yeah, be on the lookout for all of that, man. It would be interesting to see what's in that contract. Now, I feel you on that, Josh. Enjoy the fights, everyone. Yeah, have a great weekend, everybody. Keep up the amazing channel. Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, man. And all my hard hitters, y'all know, man. All the way to the UK. I appreciate all y'all, bro. And a big shout out to my guy, man, that wrote that freestyle and totally destroyed Jake Paul. Check that shit out, man. If you want to check that out, go to Carl's Corner, the one that I just put out yesterday, and check out the link that my man left for the Jake Paul diss. Man, he got in Jake Paul's ass enough to where I think I want to change my fucking prediction now. Hey, Chuck P. C-Ville's finest. But to you haters, call me your highness. I'm going to catch y'all next week. Same time, same channel.